Atlanta had never witnessed a breakdown like this before. What was supposed to be a routine day of filming for Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta spun into all-out war when Jasmine Washington and Karlie Redd shockingly joined forces against Rasheeda Frost. According to insiders, the drama ignited over Kirk Frost's leaked hotel tapes. But within moments, shouting turned to shoving, and suddenly Rasheeda was cornered by both women in front of the cameras. Security rushed in, producers screamed through their headsets, but nothing could stop what fans are already calling the most explosive fight in franchise history. The energy inside Empire Soundstage was unrecognizable. Normally, the set buzzed like a machine, producers whispering, makeup brushes sweeping, headsets crackling with routine chaos. But that morning, the air didn't hum, it sizzled. Headsets scrambled like trading floors, security doubled patrols, even glam squads lowered their voices like hairspray might ignite the tension. At the center stood three women Atlanta knew too well. Rasheeda, the mogul who had swallowed her pride for love too many times. Jasmine, the beautiful storm who always had receipts. And Karlie Redd, the unpredictable instigator, sometimes friend, sometimes foe, but always the narrator of chaos. The drama had been brewing for weeks. First came the downtown hotel leak. Blurry late-night footage of a man who looked far too much like Kirk Frost, slipping into a room with a woman in a silk robe that looked far too much like Jasmine. Then came the paperwork, an invoice, a hotel form, and finally an audio clip of a man's voice whispering, "Don't post anything. You know how Rasheeda gets." The internet did what it always does, judged, joked, and picked sides. But it wasn't the internet that broke Rasheeda. It was the slow drip of betrayal. Each leak stripped away her composure until the day she went live in her kitchen, whispering, "I'm living in a lie," before cutting off the camera. Through it all, Karlie watched closely. And if anyone understood the science of TV, it was her. Heartbreak is gravity. The bigger the pain, the stronger the pull. Rasheeda's sorrow was a black hole. Jasmine's smirk was a red giant. Kirk's denials, just debris waiting to burn. Producers smelled it too, and they built a stage for the supernova. They called it a round table. Velvet couches, neutral lighting, flowers staged to look real but fake. On paper, Segment A, Rasheeda solo. Segment B, Jasmine solo. Segment C, closure. Segment D, friend check-in with Karlie. But backstage, Segment C was circled in red ink. "That's the pop," one producer whispered. "If they stand, let it roll. No cuts. Ratings over rules." At 8:12 a.m., Rasheeda arrived. Hoodie up, eyes bare, exhaustion written all over her. She'd slept 3 hours. Beside her walked Mama Dee, steady as ever. She kissed her daughter's forehead and whispered, "You are not a storyline. You are my child." Even the makeup artist froze at her words. By 8:34 a.m., Karlie Redd entered, sunglasses on, nude gloss shimmering, perfume leaving trails like secrets. She found Rasheeda between racks of clothes. "You eat?" she asked. Rasheeda shook her head. "I can't stomach anything." Karlie nodded, half empathy, half truth. "If you won't eat, at least don't let them eat you." At 9:05 a.m., Jasmine arrived ours, and the temperature shifted. Hair in a sleek, low pony, skin glowing, nails sharp. She came with her PR girl, her stylist, and a smile that screamed victory. "Morning," she sang to the room before sliding into glam like it was her throne. A PA scribbled "hot" next to her name. The pre-interviews set the stage. Rasheeda whispered, "Every time I forgave, the field moved. Today isn't healing." Jasmine smirked. "Everybody loves the truth. Until it isn't theirs. I didn't create this. I documented it." And Karlie, with a careful shrug. "I believe in closure, but sometimes closure looks like a slammed door." Segment A played like a funeral. Rasheeda's words trembled. "I don't need apologies. I need peace." The crew went silent. Segment B hit like a courtroom. Jasmine sat proud. "They act like I lit the fire. The house was already burning." The director cut to Karlie's reaction, her jaw tight. Then came Segment C, the powder keg. The moderator begged for grace. The universe laughed. Rasheeda looked at Jasmine with eyes tired of 1,000 waves. "You keep saying truth like it's a trophy," she said. "But truth doesn't destroy people the way you've enjoyed destroying me." Jasmine's eyebrows never moved. "You're mad at the mirror, not the reflection." The temperature rose. A boom mic trembled. "I'm mad," Rasheeda said, "at a woman who brought fire to my door and called it daylight." Jasmine snapped back, "And I'm mad at the man who told me the porch light was his to turn on." The set held its breath. Then Karlie stepped on stage early, palms raised. "Time out," she said. "Listen to me. Rasheeda, you've bled. For love, you don't owe more blood." "Jasmine, exposure ain't empowerment. A trophy case of tapes makes you an archivist of pain." Jasmine laughed, soft and dangerous. "Says the woman who narrates pain for ratings." Karlie didn't blink. "Narrating ain't curating." Rasheeda exhaled, her voice breaking. "I can't do this anymore." She stood. Cameras followed. Security froze. Producers whispered, "Don't cut." Jasmine rose too. "You don't get to leave, not after keeping this alive for years." Tears glassed Rasheeda's eyes. "I kept my marriage alive. You kept a folder." The control room gasped, and that's when the sparks turned into fire. The velvet couches had barely cooled after security forced themselves between Rasheeda and Jasmine when the real eruption began. At first, everyone thought the fight was just another heated reunion clash. But then came the betrayal nobody expected. Karlie Redd suddenly switched sides. At first, Karlie had played peacemaker, warning them both not to bleed for cameras. But when Jasmine hissed, "He told me the room number because he wanted me there," something in Karlie's expression shifted. The cameras caught it, her jaw clenched, eyes narrowing like she knew the words weren't just messy, they were calculated. Then shockingly, Karlie leaned toward Jasmine, and her words dropped like a bomb. "You can't blame her for exposing what was already there. Stop shooting the messenger." The room froze. Rasheeda's face cracked like glass. Betrayal from her friend cut deeper than betrayal from her rival. "You?" she whispered, trembling more from heartbreak than rage. "You of all people?" Karlie didn't flinch. "I'm saying what everyone's thinking. You kept forgiving a man who wasn't faithful. Don't come for me because I won't sugarcoat it." Gasps ricocheted across the set. Crew members muttered, "Oh, hell no." Cast hiding backstage whispered in shock. Jasmine smirked like a cat given cream. "See?" she said to Rasheeda, her voice dripping with venom. "Even your own people know I'm not the villain. I didn't break your marriage. He did." That's when Rasheeda snapped. "Stop calling yourself truth when you've been sleeping with my nightmare," she screamed. Her voice echoed so sharp the cameras shook. "Stop acting innocent when you wanted me humiliated. You wanted these cameras. You wanted me broken." Security stiffened, but they didn't move. They wanted the shot. Jasmine stepped closer, toe-to-toe. "You think you're the only one who got hurt? He promised me too. He told me I was his future, and now he's hiding while we're both bleeding." The control room debated a cut. The showrunner overruled. "Keep rolling. This is history." Then, the twist nobody saw coming. Karlie Redd pulled out her phone on camera. Security thought she was calling backup. Instead, she held up a screenshot. Blurry, but clear enough to read. A text between Kirk and Jasmine. The line glowed on screen. "Keep it quiet. Don't let Rasheeda find out yet." The studio erupted. Crew gasped, cast shouted, and fans watching leaked live footage online exploded into chaos. "Where did you get that?" Rasheeda demanded. Karlie smirked. "Receipts don't hide from me. I don't just stir the pot, I taste it." The betrayal hit like a gunshot. Rasheeda's tears broke free and her voice cracked in real time. You knew he was sneaking with her and you didn't tell me?" Karlie's eyes softened, but it was too late. "I didn't know how to tell you. You were already hurting." Jasmine crossed her arms with a satisfied smirk. "See? Even your friends saw the truth. Don't hate me because your husband loved me too." That word, loved, cut like a blade. Rasheeda buckled in her chair until Mama Dee stood up, storming across the stage like thunder. She pointed at Karlie first. Friends don't hold knives behind their backs. Then she turned to Jasmine. You call yourself truth? You're poison. You smile while my baby breaks in front of the world. Finally, she spun on producers. You don't care about her. You care about ratings. These tears aren't your season finale. They're her soul. The crew froze. Even Jasmine's smirk faltered for the first time. But the cameras kept rolling. Then came the final blow. A PA's phone lit up with a push notification. Exclusive audio from the hotel night. Seconds later, voices on social media began playing it. Kirk's voice crystal clear. Don't let Rasheeda see the texts. Delete them before she finds out. The sound hit like an explosion. Rasheeda went limp in security's arms. Jasmine smirked wider. Told you. Karlie's face drained pale. Rasheeda shoved her away. Don't touch me. Fans online tore it apart in real time. Memes labeled it, Discovery Channel, How to Humiliate Your Wife in 4K. TikTok edits cast. Jasmine as a Truth Trophy winner, while Rasheeda walked away under gospel songs. Even celebrities chimed in. Cardi B dropped popcorn emojis, Rick Ross joked about Room 302, and Spice went live screaming, Me tell Unna from day one, dat man a disgrace. But what truly broke the internet wasn't just the audio. It was the reunion teaser, VH1 dropped less than 24 hours later. The screen flickered with grainy hotel footage, Kirk ducking into a lobby in a cap, Jasmine following seconds later, and then a third shadow, a woman in a trench coat, profile blurred but enough to spark chaos. The audience screamed. The cast shifted uneasily. Who is that? The moderator asked. Jasmine smirked. Told y'all it wasn't just me. All eyes turned to Karlie. She went pale. She'd seen that trench coat before. She knew exactly who it was. But the hot mic caught her whisper, God help us. Then came the cliffhanger. A producer rushed the stage with a phone, eyes wide. A new file's been uploaded, the moderator read slowly. It's titled 302 full.mp4. The room fell silent. Rasheeda clutched her chest. Jasmine smiled like the devil. Karlie whispered, This will end everything. The episode cut to black. Bold white letters slammed across the screen. Next week, the full tape will play. And with that, the entire Frost legacy hung on a single file, Room 302.